Всем привет! Hi everyone and welcome to another grammar lesson. Wait a second, I'll move it a little bit. So today we're going to speak about the future tense in Russian. Last adjustments. Yes. So today's topic will be rather simple, to be honest. It's going to be future tense in Russian. So let's wait for more people to join because I guess YouTube is rather slow today in terms of sending notifications. Hi, Maurizio. Hi, California viewers. Hey. So again, we are going to talk about future tense in Russian. And just like in the past tense, good news here, it's quite simple, not as complicated as English tenses, for example. And by the way, you will need to know English tenses too for today's lesson because I'm gonna make a little comparison here. Привет! I see more people are joining, which is great. So let's just start, okay? So somebody will watch it later in recording maybe. So we have two types of the future tense in Russian. We have simple form, and we have a compound form. Why is it called like that? Because it consists of two words. The verb to be, быть, and infinitive. I will explain it with more details in just a couple of seconds. Now I want you to understand that in Russian there are two forms of future. Simple and compound. I really hope that you are taking notes because with grammar it's always better to take notes. So we start with the future simple form. First of all, before getting to studying the future tense, you need to understand the aspects. Remember a couple of weeks ago we had a lesson about verbal aspects in Russian, that perfective and imperfective verbs. Do you remember this? I hope so, because that's the key to understanding the future too. So just a brief reminder, but actually it's better to go back later and to watch that lesson again. So perfective is concentrated on the fact of completion. So when you finish something, when something is done, is over, so it's completed. This is about perfective verbs. So something is done already. For example, я прочитаю книгу. It means that I will finish reading that book. So I will read that book to the end. Я прочитаю книгу instead of the simply читаю. So remember, we form these aspects, perfective aspects, mostly by adding different prefixes, like читать, to read, прочитать, да? Говорить, поговорить. So prefixes. Again, if you don't understand what I'm saying, go back to one of my previous live lessons about verbal aspects in Russian, perfective and imperfective verbs. So, simple future deals with perfective verbs. Okay, so if an action is completed, it's the perfective form of a verb. The English equivalents of that: future simple and future perfect. Future simple, I will go somewhere. Thank you, Peter. And future perfect, like tomorrow I will have done something something by some time. So here the equivalence of this form in Russian. Good news here is that it's rather simple to form and to conjugate those verbs. I hope that you already are familiar with present tense and how to say я делаю, он делает, right? Ты делаешь. So how those endings change. Same here. We need to understand if it's who is talking. Peter, thank you again. Спасибо. So if it's a first person, second person, third person, right? Я, ты, он. Or if it's plural. Мы, они, вы. So this is just the common stuff. We study all the languages like that. Remember these grammar tables, like pronouns, then verbs, and how the endings change. So this is just some common stuff. So I hope you remember that in present tense, verbs work like that. For example, to go for a walk, гулять. Ты гуляешь. Да? Они гуляют. Вы гуляете. So, in the future, thank you so much for your donations. Thank you. Спасибо. In the future, this system stays the same. And the only difference here is that these are the perfective forms. So remember, we added prefix. Читать, прочитать, to complete a book, to finish reading a book. So the endings change just like in the present tense. Я читаю means I'm reading now. But я прочитаю, it becomes future. Прочитаю means I will read this book tomorrow. Ты прочитаешь. Он, она, оно, my favorite, прочитает. Мы прочитаем. So these endings, they come from the present tense. You don't even need to learn anything new. This is great. So if you already know how to deal with verbs in general, this will be a piece of cake for you. So does it make sense how to do it? If it doesn't, go back to my lessons with the whiteboard. I have a lesson about verbs, or 2 lessons about Russian verbs. So start there and then go here, because if you don't understand anything about verbs, you can't study tenses yet. It's too early. So that was the simple. This one was, simple form of the future tense, not like it was super simple. So the next form is compound future. Compound future. It deals with imperfective verbs. So imperfective verbs, it's when the action is either ongoing, so it's not completed, or it's a regular action. Let me actually write it down. So the actions like I go to school every day. Or I go to sleep every day. I have a breakfast every day. So that's what a regular action is. A regular action. Or some ongoing action, like you are not done yet with something. So the same example with reading a book. But here it will sound as я буду читать книгу. Я буду читать книгу. English equivalents for that. Future continuous. Future perfect continuous. Remember, ongoing action continuous. And sometimes future simple. When it's about the regular action, like I will go to school every day next month. But mostly it's all about being continuous. Yes, the streams will stay as videos here. So now how to form them. Let's take an example. Говорить, to speak. Говорить. This is an imperfective verb. Yes, говорить. So it's not completed. We don't know anything about it. It's imperfective. So the compound form of the future tense is rather simple. Basically, it's just like in English. We take the word to be, the verb быть, to be, plus infinitive. Just like I will go. Same here. Boom, boom, boom. So it's pretty simple for you to remember. And it's great that in the compound form, you only need to conjugate this verb, быть. That's it. So you should memorize this and you are good. So all the main verbs, ходить, гулять, звонить, читать, писать, прыгать, so it doesn't matter any verb. It comes in infinitive, so you don't have to do anything with it. So I буду говорить. I will talk or I will be speaking. Ты будешь говорить. And again, it's actually nothing new here. You already know these endings. Ешь, ед, ем, ут, ют, ете, ите. They are the same, so not so difficult. So я буду говорить, ты будешь говорить, он, она, оно будет говорить, мы будем говорить, они будут говорить, и вы будете говорить. So here, again, this is kind of a future continuous in English. For example, this will be going at some certain time tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. I will be doing something. Like буду говорить. I will be speaking on the phone with him. Завтра в 11 я буду говорить. Буду говорить. So, to remember when you should use compound, when you should use completed, simple, it's just use your associations. For example, this one is long. Быть plus infinitive, some longer thing. And it refers to the long action. Yeah, the ongoing action. It goes on and on and on and on. So that's how you just make some stupid association in your head. Like this is long because it consists of two words and the action is long. So in this case, you use the long form. Я буду делать, я буду говорить, мы будем читать. So basically, the main thing here is it's future continuous. If you know the future continuous time in English, you understand the general idea. So when two actions happening at the same time, when you come in the room, I will be doing something. Same in Russian. Когда ты зайдешь в комнату, я буду читать. Something like that. Or some certain time, like 10 p.m. I don't know anything. So, again, let's talk about the difference. Завтра я поговорю с ним. Завтра, tomorrow. Tomorrow. Завтра я поговорю с ним. So here, поговорить is a perfective form of the verb говорить. Говорить, to speak. But here, it means that they will have some conversation. But remember, the perfective is all about the completion. So it means that they will have some completed conversation and it will be over. So, завтра я поговорю. Compare it to this one. Завтра в 3 часа at 3 p.m. я буду говорить с ним. And we don't know for how long he's going to talk to him. Maybe for 5 more hours. So it's going to be an ongoing action. We don't know about the ending. Maybe he's still talking to him. We don't know. Завтра в 3 часа я буду говорить с ним. So that's the difference. Here, it's just a simple fact. I'll talk to him tomorrow and have some conversation and it's done. Here, we know that at a very certain time, he will be speaking with him. Буду говорить. So does it make sense? Let's make more examples. How about that? You write some sentence in the chat and I will translate it for you. Let's try this. So, give me some examples to work with in the future, like tomorrow or next week, something. And we'll translate it in Russian. By this time, I have been learning Russian for exactly 2 months. Oh my goodness, that's a tough example. В это время, на следующей неделе, this would sound a little bit unnatural, but I'll try. Wait a second. В это же время на That's really long. На следующей неделе. That's not the best example because in Russian we would rephrase it a little bit. В это же время на следующей неделе. Okay, I'll just show it to you. But it's not the example for the future. Будет 2 месяца, как я учу русский. So you see, we can't translate it word by word to Russian. So in English you said, next week, let me find that example by the end of Oh my god, so many examples already. By this time next week, I will have been learning Russian for exactly 2 months. In Russian, it would sound a little bit awkward if we translate it like that. So we would say, at this time next week, на следующей неделе, it will be 2 months since I've been learning Russian. Something like that. So we would say будет 2 месяца, will be 2 months. So it's a little bit different. We wouldn't conjugate буду учить in this form because it sounds a little bit unnatural. Okay. So, more examples. Next week, I will help you. Again, just remember the expression next week. На следующей неделе. I'll write it down and show it to you so you can remember. На следующей неделе, next week, I will help you. Here it can be both. For example, there is some one task, like I need to do something next week. Will you help me to do that and accomplish something? In this case, it will be я тебе помогу. If it's one completed action that you will finish next week. Я тебе помогу. Помогу. I will help you. Like, please come on Wednesday and help me with this task. Хорошо, я тебе помогу. But if it's something long, remember, ongoing process. For example, you go to your classmate every day to help him with math. So next week, I will be helping you every day. So it's a long process. In this case, я буду помогать. Буду помогать. Я буду помогать. So here we need to understand from the context about what kind of help we are talking. So я буду помогать, я помогу. It always can be both. Anything else? More examples. I'm sorry. I am going to draw. Я буду рисовать, I think. Я буду рисовать because you don't know when you will finish this. It's not finished yet. Yeah, so you were just speaking about the process you are going to do. So what's the difference between я буду рисовать и я нарисую? Remember again the verbal aspects. Я буду рисовать. Рисовать means to draw. Я буду рисовать. Я буду рисовать. I will draw. So this we use in situations when just in the future you will be drawing something, but no specifics. Like next month I will be drawing. That's it. Нарисовать. Я нарисую. Again, the idea of completion. Я нарисую картину. I will draw a picture, a painting. Yes? Я нарисую картину. So we know that this painting will be finished. So it will be completed. Я нарисую. So verbal aspects, that is the most important thing. Yes, Ernesto, exactly. Future simple, I will draw, я буду рисовать, and perfect, I will have drawn that picture in the future. Try in Russian now. Try in Russian. So because all the same, everything will be the same. Like somebody's writing, she will have breakfast. Она будет завтракать. Kind of ongoing process. Or она позавтракает и пойдет на работу. She will finish eating her breakfast and she will go to work after that. So again, the meaning is just like future in English, future continuous or future perfect. That's kind of the main idea behind it. It's the same. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. I promised it would be a rather short lesson. For more examples, simply go to Google and type Russian future tense and write down all the sentences you can find. The more examples, the better. So yes, that's what I wanted to say. So thank you very much. I hope this one was not too difficult for you. I'm sure you need more practice, more exercises. So don't just forget about the future tense after my video. Go to Google, check out some. There are tons of free exercises, like hundreds of them. So just read, analyze what's going on, write down a couple of examples. What time is it in your country? It's 10:30, and I really want to go to sleep early today. So thank you very much, guys, and I hope to see you in my next lesson. I'm not sure when it's going to be, maybe next week, I guess. Okay, thank you very much. Спасибо, and пока-пока. Пока.